Hello everyone and welcome to Beverly's 54th Annual Open House live production. I'm Grace Suomi.
And I'm Eden Hatanian. The open house is hosted annually to connect students and parents to the Beverly community.
Parents and students will be able to take a tour of a variety of classes including math, English, science, history, sports, electives, and KBEV, which has been hosting the open house live show for the last 54 years, connecting community members to provide the latest insight on Beverly Hills High School.
Throughout the next 90 minutes, KBEV's advanced anchors will be interviewing teachers and staff to learn about the programs offered at Beverly, and students and parents will share their excitement on this new chapter of their lives.
Around the school in 90 minutes, welcome to Open House.
Hello and welcome to the interview portion of the live stream open house. Here we are in the main building in front of the KBEV photo wall. Here we have Charlotte, who is the freshman class representative.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Charlotte.
Nice to meet you.
So, what are your classes right now?
I'm taking AP Human Geography, Geometry, English 9 Honors. What else? What are the other? Oh, Honors Bio, and ASB, and Spanish 2 Honors.
That's amazing. So far, what are your favorite memories at this school?
My favorite memories for sure was like the first week of school. That was really fun. Just seeing everyone at lunch. I love the teachers just in general. Everything is a memory so far.
That's amazing. So do you have any advice for incoming freshmen right now?
I would say be yourself. Don't be nervous, because I was really nervous coming to high school, but don't be nervous at all. And the campus looks intimidating, but it's really not. You get used to it.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Now let's send it back to the desk.
Hi, I'm Mika Pomerantz from ASB.
And I'm Dylan Neiman from KBEV. This is the week of January 23rd.
Welcome to the Norman Update.
Students, it's time to choose your classes for next year. Please log into your area student portal to make your selections. From your dashboard, go to Classes and Academic Plan. Then select your subject. Choose the course and add it to plan. If you need any help, please scan the QR code on the flyer. The deadline to do this is Friday, January 30th, so please make sure to do it ASAP.
Free glatt kosher hot entrees are now available during lunch. All kosher lunches must be pre-ordered by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. for the following week. To order, you will need your 7-digit student ID and last name as shown in Aries. If you have any questions, please email cafe@bhusd.org. The link to order and their email will be in the description below.
Tickets for the Winter Formal are now available for purchase at the student store. It is $45 for go-card holders and $60 without. The dance is on Thursday, February 13th. So make sure to purchase your tickets as soon as possible.
Parking permits for this school year are sold out. Student parking applications for the 2023-2024 school year will be available in late May or early June. So stay tuned, Normans.
The boys varsity basketball team is playing against Morningside on Friday, January 27th at 7:30 p.m. in the swim gym. Make sure to stop by and support our amazing team. Let's go, Normans!
Thank you for watching the Norman Update. I'm Mika Pomerantz.
And I'm Dylan Neiman. We will see you next week.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam here on the second floor patio live from KBEV 6. Today I have...
John K.
So John, what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
How do you like Beverly?
I like it so far. I have great teachers. I love my Spanish teacher. He's one of the best, Senor Lopez. And overall, it's been a great year so far.
Got it. Are you involved in any clubs or electives?
I'm involved in MSA as my elective class.
Can you tell me a little bit about MSA?
MSA, it stands for Medical Science Academy. And what you do in MSA, basically, you go over your body's main functions. Like, for example, right now, we're going through the functions of the ear. And in class, we have a diagram of the ear, and we have the middle ear, the external ear, and the inner ear. and we go into detail about what things make what functions do the things have, and how it goes on in your brain, and it's just a very fun class.
Great. So is this your first year of MSA?
This is my first year of MSA, yes.
Do you plan on continuing and taking this course next year?
I plan on continuing. Next year, I'm going to be taking biotech honors.
Great, great. And do you have any advice for the incoming freshmen?
I would say don't stress so much about your grades because it really affects your mental health, which is something many people don't realize affects you a lot. And you should have fun while you're here because time flies.
I totally agree. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great night. Let's send it to the English department.
I'm here with blank, and then you can list the classes. Hi, I'm here with
Mr. Yu. Hello, Normans.
Mr. Yu teaches which classes?
I teach Algebra 2, AP Statistics, and AP Calculus BC.
And how long have you been teaching here?
Here, I've been here this is my 9th year, 17 years total, and amazingly, I'm still 25 years old.
And you look great.
Yes, thank you.
What do you enjoy about teaching at Beverly?
The diversity of people and students, and I see students from all different backgrounds. I have international students. I have students coming from, some different parts of the city and different interests.
And do you have any prerequisites that you think any incoming freshman should be taking to enter any of your classes?
Well, my classes, yes, I have a pretty wide range. So for Algebra 2, they will need to take Algebra 1 and Geometry. For AP Statistics, they will also need to take Algebra 2. But for Calculus BC, that is a bit more of a gauntlet. The expectation is that they take Honors Geometry, Honors Algebra 2, Honors Pre-Calculus, and then they can finally get to Calculus BC.
And do you have any advice for any incoming freshmen?
Advice for incoming freshmen? Enjoy your time, enjoy your youth, because it goes away very, very quickly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
86 KBEV.
Hi, and here we are with
Noah Margot.
and he is the president of the board. And Noah Margot, what are your thoughts on the school?
Well, first of all, thank you for allowing me to hold the mic. I never did this. I was always behind the camera, so that's much appreciated. Class of 86, KBEV alum, former program director here at the station, and the weird thing is open house being this early in the year. That's the thing I have to wrap my head around, but it really makes sense because the way they do scheduling, it's the right thing to do. I love this district. I love this school so much that I came back and have been volunteering for the past 11 years with 2 more years to go on the Board of Education to try to bring the district to a level of that we can all be proud of, its glory, its might, and people will want to come here for the schools again. So, how's that?
That was really good. Thank you so much. So what events are you looking forward to for open house this year?
Well, being interviewed by KBEV is always my favorite event. I'm not in a tuxedo, by the way. I think I should be. I see Mr. Carey's in black and white. I didn't get the memo, by the way. I really like the fact that they consolidate teachers to the media center, and it's easy if your particular students' teachers are in there to kind of hit all of them very quickly. And also it lets parents see some more of the camaraderie within the departments and among departments, between departments, and that's always a good thing. And of course, the thing I always look forward to is the culinary arts program and the wonderful spread that will be above our heads very shortly.
Thank you. And there's incoming freshmen coming to open house, learning new things about the school and the classes. So do you have any advice for these freshmen who are coming into high school fresh and new?
High school is not as daunting as it seems. Yes, the campus is larger, but all the ideas remain the same about changing classes, meeting new friends, getting a great education, getting involved in activities. Our new dedicated middle school does that and does it well. So it's really set a great groundwork for students to succeed when they make the transition here.
Thank you so much for being here, President Noah Margot.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to the live stream.
We are here today at Beverly Hills City Hall, where protesters have joined together to fight for the Iranian woman and for freedom in Iran. Thousands of protesters joined together and marched the streets of Beverly Hills from 1 p.m. this afternoon. Protests started 2 months ago when Mahsa Amini was killed under police custody in Iran for showing her hair under her hijab. Iranian women have a clear message. They are tired of the Islamic regime and want to see change. They want to see freedom and they want to have equal women's rights. There are 3 words that protesters have been continuously chanting today, and that is Zan, Zendegi, Azadi, and that translates to woman, life, freedom. Woman, life, freedom. We want to see freedom for the women of Iran.
I'm very proud of the resolution passed by Beverly Hills and as well as the resolution that was passed by the Board of Education for the Beverly Hills Unified School District. Our policies and our practices are anti-discrimination, and we are for equality and equal opportunity for all, and especially for all of our girls and all of our women.
You got the entire city standing in solidarity with the women of Iran for regime change. You know, that enough is enough, and you know, injustice anywhere is, you know, it's just unacceptable. And I'm so thrilled that we were able to host this in Beverly Hills, and I'm thrilled with how many people are out here, and the solidarity we're all in with the women of Iran. Enough is enough.
We're with you. We wish we'd be in Iran, shoulder to shoulder. The best we could do is over here, making our voice sent out to the government, and hopefully the UN resolution will pass and remove them from women's human rights, and soon they would be held accountable for what they're doing.
Currently, they have rejoined in front of the City Hall, where several speakers, including Mayor Lily Bossi and Councilmember Sharona Nazarian, are speaking in front of the crowd.
And I am so proud that our city council is united, and you will hear from all of them, that we were among the first to pass a resolution. And not only a resolution, but a strong resolution. A resolution calling on the UN, calling on the president, calling on the vice president, calling on the world to stand united with us. We are with you. We are united. And we need everyone across the world to learn from what we did here today. This is about humanity. This is about the soul of Iran and of all of us.
Beverly Hills stands in solidarity with the women of Iran. From KBEV 6, I'm Eden Hatanian.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam reporting live from KBEV 6. Today we're here on the second floor patio with
Ava Wiseman.
So Ava, what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
Great. So can you tell me a little bit about your classes?
Yeah, so this semester I'm taking business and finance, which is new, and it's definitely an adjustment, but I like it.
Great. And I see your ASB shirt. So can you tell me a little bit about ASB?
Yeah, ASB stands for Associated Student Body, as you know, and I've always been ASB. I really like being involved, and I just really like it, and it's fun being the freshman vice president, so.
Oh wow, you're the vice president. Congratulations. So in business and finance, what do you guys learn about?
We learn a lot about like percentages and a lot about the stock market, and yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. And now a word from our sponsors.
This program was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Bossy family. KBEV thanks you for your support.
Hi, I'm Jadidolahi from KBEV. This is the week of January 23rd, 2023 weather forecast. This week in Beverly Hills, we'll see sunny skies with temperatures ranging in the high 60s to low 70s. As you can see on Monday, 68, Tuesday, 66, Wednesday, 70, Thursday, 69, and Friday moving down to 68. And Santa Monica is usually a bit more cool as it's closer to the ocean. We can see the temperatures going down, but just by a few degrees. On Monday, 67, Tuesday, 63, Wednesday, 69, Thursday, 66, and Friday staying at a continuous 66. Now moving down to Los Angeles, where it is always a bit more humid, but again, temperatures did not vary much. As you can see, Monday, 67, Tuesday, 66, Wednesday, 71, Thursday, 70, and Friday, 69. From KBEV, I'm Jadidolahi. Thank you for watching this week's weather forecast.
Hi, and welcome back to the KBEV photo wall. Here we have incoming freshmen
Yulia Hassan,
Eden Romero. Welcome to high school, you guys. So my first question for you guys is, what are your thoughts on open house right now?
It's a very big school, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get lost in like the first month. But my siblings have said it's easy to navigate once you're used to it, and I'm honestly excited to come here, mostly because of the culinary.
Yeah, it's really big. I don't really know, it's nice.
Okay. Are there any classes that you guys are looking forward to? Classes, sports, opportunities?
I'm planning on taking culinary and French, and yeah, that's pretty much it for 9th grade.
I'm probably gonna join French and culinary too, and I'm also probably gonna join the dance company.
That's amazing, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's send it back to the live stream.
Hi, I'm here with
Daniel Diner.
And what grade are you in, Daniel?
I'm a senior.
Okay, what has been your fondest memory of being a student at BHHS?
Probably all the events, mainly the football games, just because they've been really fun, and probably the best events that we've had here and most memorable.
Okay, so I know you're a part of ASB. What do you enjoy about being a part of that class?
It's really fun to set up the events for everybody, especially after experiencing them throughout my 4 years at Beverly. And yeah, it's just really fun to kind of set them up for all the other grades.
Do you have any advice for any incoming freshmen, any classes you think that they should take?
Get involved with as much as you can, but don't burn out too early on. Yeah.
And then, do you have anything? Oh, thank you, Daniel.
We are KBEV. From producers to directors, editors, journalists, and field reporters producing the Norman Update. The news. Weather. Sports games. Shows and more, creating a product for everyone to enjoy. KBEV 6, what's right about Beverly?
What's something you could talk about for hours?
Either like probably music.
I have a couple. One of them would be the fact that we're like living in a simulation. Everybody's an NPC, like the Truman Show free guy kind of thing.
Like Erewhon, grocery shopping, like those kind of things.
The second would probably be like marketing and business. The third would be like film, video, editing, KBEV. And the fourth would be music, like Sophia.
I could talk about the history of like many different areas for hours and like the human geography and how things came to be and stuff like that. I just find it so fascinating. Oh my god. Probably like a TV show, like Gravity Falls or something.
Fashion and clothes.
Something I could talk about for hours is politics.
I would say clothes, fashion, TV shows, movies.
Living in the moment, and probably I would extend that into the importance of independence and not identifying with anything.
So I learned something about like how Paris is so much worse than Los Angeles. It's so much better to live here.
USC, Harry Potter, Beverly Hills High School, of course.
It's a very good question. This is probably a very dorky answer, but I can talk politics or history.
How to survive in a zombie apocalypse.
any sports, soccer, basketball, football, MMA, even a little bit of baseball for sure.
Hello Normans, welcome back. This is our very own control room of Studio A. My name is Ricky Lee and I am a supervising producer here at KBEV 6 Media Center. Grace and I will give you a brief overlook of what we do here. Now, Grace would usually sit right outside of Studio A, where we would produce the Norman News, the Norman Update, and all of the live shows. Now, Grace, just how does it feel to, kind of always step in? Because you would casually kind of step in and say hi to kids and, just checking in casually. How does it feel to be in the control area and just see all the computers pretty much?
I think it's really interesting kind of being able to be on both sides of the production. Even though I'm mostly in front of the camera, I think that it's such a cool experience, kind of be able to step in and see what everyone else is doing and see all of the hard work that everyone else has been putting into the production. It may seem that a production is just the person on camera, but honestly, there's just so much more to it. All of the people that are behind the scenes, they work so hard, and it's so interesting, and it's so inspiring to see how everyone is doing their job.
Absolutely. It also is really easy to kind of miss the people that are working inside the control room because, all the audience is tuning in on Spectrum Channel 6 and our YouTube Live would always look at the whatever's going in front of the camera. Now, behind the camera is where we have all of our directors, producers, technical directors, and all of the technical operational staff. Let's start from here. So we have Sarah Hoorfar. She is our director and technical director for the night. Sarah, you want to say hi on the camera?
Hi, everyone.
She has been in the program since 2018, 19 was it?
19,
yeah, and for the past 4 years, she has been in KBEV. She actually was part of the live show of the open house back in 2018, was it? If you guys go back to YouTube and watch the open house of 2018, you'll be seeing Sarah speaking as an 8th grader. Now here is our very own director and the king of everything, Colby Gilardian. You want to say hi to the camera?
Hi.
So Colby is more of a little bit of everything kind of guy. He does a little bit of the management. He does a little bit of technical stuff. He also is involved in the actual production. Colby, since you are more familiar with the actual setup, he has been producing the Norman News and the Norman Update as well. Colby, why don't you go over some of the stuff that we have inside here, the TriCaster and the audio board and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure. So this production, we have a total of 6 cameras throughout the entire high school, ranging from all the way to the science building first floor, all the way to the second floor patio, and even to our studios. So everything is interconnected to our TriCaster, which is our switchboard, where we're able to direct and tech direct to switch between cameras, put graphics, put our roll-ins. Our whole team has been hard at work to create this production. It's been in the works for months now, whether it was gathering B-roll from all the different departments to coming together, creating a rundown, and just overall creating a production that is very strong and something we're all very proud of.
Thank you, Colby. And this is also the interesting thing is that this is not our only setup that we currently have in Studio A. We also have a control area in Studio B where we produce the talk shows and other segments that's being integrated as part of the news and the Norman update, as well as we do all the remote segments at the STC, or the Science and Technology Center. In fact, if you are watching that and you're here at the moment, you can walk to the Science and Technology Center, the first floor, and we have our very own anchor Natalie Gold setting up with the interviews and stuff. Let's go back to our staff. It's kind of all over the place, but that's just the nature of the control area. This is Natasha Jadidolahi. I'm one of the very few people to pronounce that last name correctly. Natasha, you want to say hi?
Hi.
So she is also part of our technical and the production team. She has been part of the program for the past 3 years, was it?
I started in 2020, my freshman year in the beginners class.
I want to stand up to show your face.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
So I was in the beginners class in 2019, my freshman year, with Lila. She's doing our teleprompter today. And I came into the advanced class my sophomore year, and now I'm a senior.
Awesome. And speaking of, how's an experience as a technical personnel and behind the scenes staff is like? How does that life look like?
It's good. So I, depending on the production, sometimes I go on camera, so I have experience as an anchor and on the technical side, and it's just the crew behind the scenes is what makes it good and what makes it fun to work with. I learned so much from everyone, like Sarah, and good social media, what's good to post for our TikTok on KBEV, and Colby, he taught me so much about the TriCaster and everything, and Lila showed me how to work graphics and set everything up with teleprompter, and it's just the whole crew is what makes everything magical. And then the anchors also, Grace and Natalie, I picked up tips from them on how to talk and be a good on-person host.
Awesome, and she really brings up a good point, because we not only are being instructed by our amazing media director, Professor Romeo Carey, but we also teach each other, those who are familiar with the script writing and the production aspect, they would teach more of the technical people on how the production works and vice versa. So that is also an extremely strong point that we are extremely proud of. Speaking of the teleprompter, our slay queen, as we call, Lila Beroukhim is here in the house doing the teleprompter stuff. Lila, you want to stand up? Actually, you might want to come here. And yeah, let's do the little highlight. So Lila has been also part of the program since sophomore year, was it?
Yes, but I've been in the beginning. With Natasha, obviously.
Yeah.
We've learned from each other.
It's really interesting.
We've just been a dynamic duo our whole 4 years in high school.
That's how it is. That's how KBEV family is created.
A bond.
Yep, absolutely.
I was just going to say, on that note, something really special about being in KBEV is the bonds that you make with people and the friendships that come out of it. I feel like just over the past few years, even the people that are new to the class or the people that have only been in the class for a couple of years, you really create a special friendship with those types of people. And especially I want to say with Ricky and with Lila, I've created friendships that I will have for the rest of my life, and that's just something about this class that's so unique.
I agree as well, as someone who was in this program for the past 6 years now. We also have Eden coming in. She's also our co-host of the night. So that's pretty much an overlook of our very technical setup. I'll just give you guys a 30 seconds heads up, because in about 30 seconds I'll wrap things up. And usually when we have the script, the set rundown where we understand that we are going to be taking or queuing certain segments at what time, that is where all of our directors and technical directors rely on, so everyone can be on the same page. And I think that's pretty much it. And this is a small portion of what KBEV has to offer. You really have to come check out in person those incoming freshmen and parents as well. So please come check out KBEV once you join high school. And we look forward to working with you guys. And on that note, we're going to be talking about some of our regular curriculums of Beverly Hills High School. One of them is science. We have amazing science teachers lined up for you guys. On that note, let's take to our science video.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam, live from KBEV 6, and we're here on the second floor patio. Right now I'm here with
Miss J, the librarian.
Nice. So I've heard there's a 9th grade project that the 9th graders do at the library, so can you tell me a little bit about that?
So I work with the freshman classes to come in, and they come in and we take a look at some databases and how to search the library webpage, and basically any information they need, and I let them know that I can help them out with that, and they get familiar with the library resources.
Great. And how's your Beverly experience been so far?
It's been great. I've been definitely meeting a lot of kids, especially at lunchtime. It gets very busy in the library, but I'm really enjoying it.
And I also know there's some lunch tutoring things that we have at the library, so can you tell me a little bit about that too?
Sure. So every day at lunch we have about 2 to 3 tutors come in, and they're BHHS teachers, and students come in and work with them in all subject areas. You don't have to be a student of that teacher to get help. You can just come in and work with any of the tutors that we have at lunch.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to be here, and I hope you have a great night. Now let's send it back. Here I am with the KBEV crew, and we have behind the scenes and on camera. Here's Lila, Grace, and Eden. So Lila, do you want to tell me a little about what's it like working behind the scenes on a KBEV production?
I love it so much, first of all. I work on teleprompter and graphics, and I really love it doing the Norman update and the Norman news, and it's just like such a fun little live production. And yeah, I have a great crew, great little people I love love to hang out with, like Sarah and Colby and Natasha. They're all there in the stew right now. And yeah, it's just a fun little time. I really recommend to anyone, any freshman who wants to come to KBEV, join beginning film and video production.
Thank you so much, Lila. So what about you and Grace and Eden?
Okay, so I think that being in KBEV, it's really special, and I think that it's a great opportunity to anyone who's considering it. The friendships you make in this class, the experiences that you gain, it's honestly just an amazing program. If you're interested in going into television or into news broadcasting or anything media related, honestly, this is the class to take. We offer so many different types of programs, and we have so many different things that you can learn. It's honestly amazing. This is the class to take.
Yeah, I agree with Grace. First, we learned so much about the media and the film industry, but not only that, you learn so much about yourself and what you're capable to do behind the camera and on the camera. So if you're just looking for a creative outlook, I would definitely recommend taking KBEV as your elective.
And besides everything that you guys have mentioned, do you guys have any advice for incoming freshmen?
Be yourself. You don't want to be fake. Just be yourself, and you'll have friends, and everything will work out in the end. Don't stress. That's another one.
KBEV wise, I just want to say that Eden and I were talking to some freshmen that came into the studio, and they were a little bit worried about being in front of the camera or not knowing what to do. But I just want to say that there is a place for everyone in KBEV, and especially there's a place for everyone at Beverly. Anything that you're interested in, there's something here for you, I promise. And even when you first come here, it might not feel like you found something that you're interested in, but I promise over time you're going to find what's right for you, and everything will work out.
Yeah, just time is gonna fly, so enjoy your 4 years and just make the most of it. Go to every event and take the classes you want to take and just enjoy it.
Thank you so much, you guys. Now let's send it back to the live stream.
We are here today at Albion Street Elementary School. For more than 90 years, Beverly High has visited annually during the holidays. Today, the K-5 students will have a special performance by Santa Claus and will receive many presents. Soon, they will also have a special show by cheer, dance, robotics, and more.
I mean, I love Albion Street. I think it's a great experience just to perform for the kids and make them happy. I think that's what this is all about, just watching them smile and sing along and enjoy what we're doing. It's a really good feeling.
I think one of the really cool things is there was a 5th grader, and I got to hang out with her last year, and she came up to me, and we got to catch up, and she gave me a hug, and it's so wonderful. Like, we're growing up with them, and we get to sing and share the experiences.
Are you excited to see the students celebrating the holiday with the Beverly students, and how does it make you feel?
So we're excited. The kids are so excited every single year. They know that you're visiting us. They keep anticipating your visit. 2 months before, they keep asking, is Beverly Hills coming? Are they coming?
Oh yeah, seeing my daughter experience this, what you guys bring here to the school, it makes me so happy to see her excited because I know what she's feeling. I remember when I was a kid, I used to feel really excited that day. I never missed. Everybody came to school because we were super excited to see Santa Claus, the performances, see you guys. Yeah, it was super fun.
You start.
In service learning, we've been planning this for a really long time. It's been a tradition for over 80 years, and it's just been a lot of like communication with Albion and our administration and just stuff like that.
It's really just like eye-opening, like giving back just feels so great, and I don't know, like the whole experience has made me want to cry, like tears of happiness, like watching these people open their gifts and their reactions. Like I love looking at the little kids' reactions and seeing how happy they are and knowing that they're gonna have a great holiday.
For me, so we're here with KBEV, and it's my first time here, like filming it, and just seeing the little kids' happiness when they see like the performances come to life. It's just like you can feel their happiness, and you can't help but smile yourself.
We had a wonderful time here today at Albion Street Elementary School. A huge thank you to Service Learning and Mrs. Nealis for planning this amazing event. And also a huge thank you to Albion Street for welcoming us so warmly into your school. We can't wait to come back next year. From KBEV 6, I'm Eden Hatanian.
I'm here with
Izzy Cads.
Izzy, what grade are you in?
9th.
Okay, do you have any advice for incoming freshmen that you wish you had known coming into 9th grade?
If you don't have a lot of friends, or like if you're looking to make new friends and like you feel like you're gonna be alone, honestly there's so many grades, and like the sophomores and juniors, like all of them are always, well, most of them are always so nice. So don't stress about not having friends because you're probably gonna make like a lot while you're here.
Do you have like a favorite class or a subject that you enjoy the most?
I'm not really a studious person, but I'm on soccer, the school soccer team, and it's really, really fun. And I think school sports in general are just like amazing.
And what is your favorite memory from this school year?
Probably the first football game because of how badly we lost, and like it was really funny. I don't know, it just was. And it was like so unexpected, and I don't know.
And so I'm assuming you enjoy like going to the group events with your friends.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Izzy.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam reporting live from KBEV 6. Right now we're on the 2nd floor patio and I'm here with
Oren Hatanian.
So Oren, I hear you're an 8th grader. So how do you like Beverly so far?
I mean, the Beverly Vista, I mean, it's not bad. I have hope for high school that it'll be better though.
Got it. So you're here at the high school. Did you see anything you're interested in?
Yeah, I definitely want to be in KBEV. My sister's in KBEV and she said it's really good.
That's so great, and I hope you join next year. Is there anything you saw today or anything you've heard about from Beverly that you want to explore?
I mean, it's a really big school, you know. I don't know how I'm gonna get used to like crossing the street through passing period, but it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun, yeah.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Of course, we'll be right back. And here we are back at the KBEV photo wall. I'm here with
Aliana Nadavud.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a freshman.
What are your thoughts on the school right now?
I think it's pretty great, the classes and the community, and I love the sport, so yeah.
What sports are you in?
Right now I'm in track.
That's amazing. So what current classes are you taking right now?
Right now I'm taking Spanish 2, ASB, Algebra 1, English honors, and biology. Yeah, that's it.
That's great. So do you have any advice for incoming freshmen, things that they should know, opportunities that they have right now?
I would say don't be afraid to try anything. There's a lot of clubs and opportunities you can take. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's send it back to the live stream.
Hi, I'm Apam Himran.
I'm Colby Gilardian.
And I'm Jasmine Izadeh.
And we are
Food for the Future.
Each month, our club picks a different nonprofit organization or an organization to donate to. We sell food and then donate the money to that corresponding organization.
We connect some of our students to the world's most amazing nonprofit organizations.
Freshmen should consider joining this club because it will better our community and open them up to more opportunities.
We can't wait to see you at the next meeting.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Lila Beroukhim, Student Body Vice President and ASB member. Layla, could you tell us a little bit about what ASB is?
Yeah, so ASB stands for Associated Student Body, and it's basically the student leadership on campus. This year we have over 40 members who are just working to plan events and just spread positivity throughout the school.
So one of the big parts of ASB is organizing school-wide events and dances and other special events. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into planning these events and what we should be expecting for the rest of this year?
Yeah, so basically ASB is divided into like several committees, and those committees plan like specific activities. So we have a dance committee, a rallies committee, etc. So coming up on February 16th, we have our winter formal dance. The dance committee is working very hard to make that a success.
Would you say that there's one event in specific that you guys kind of spend most of your time on, or a lot of preparation goes into it?
I think the big events like homecoming, winter formal, prom, those are like our top 3. And although we're like divided into different sections, I think for those 3 events we all come together and like contribute equally to whatever the event is.
So is there anything that you would want to see a change in the next couple of years?
In terms of what?
Any new events, are we taking away any events or anything like that?
I think this year we've been very lucky. We've had so many more people join ASB. Like my freshman year, we had like 25 kids. So I think just going forward, I hope to like have a bigger population in that school And I think we're even looking to like having 2 periods of ASB. So I think that's gonna like allow even more people to join. So I think that's something that we're looking forward to.
I think this year you guys did a really nice job of kind of incorporating more grade inclusive activities, and I think that was really nice, especially being a senior, kind of having events where I can be with my class, and the senior tie-dye party, I think that was a really great idea. And it was a really nice way to see the whole class come together and do something. Do you guys have anything planned like that for any of the other grade levels? I know you guys do a lot of fundraisers to raise money for each class's prom or other events. Do you see any events kind of similar to the senior tie-dye party happening for other grades?
So I think a big focus for us is like focusing on the senior class. You know, as it is their last year, we want to just do as much as we can for them. With other grade levels, I mean, it's up to our grade level reps, like the president, vice president, etc. I think that they are also like focusing more on having specific events dedicated to grade levels. But for seniors, like from what I know, I think Senior Sunset is just around the corner and something that the seniors are working on, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I want to crash. I want to crash that.
Do you think that in the next year or so, that any of the other grade levels are going to be able to get involved in like ASB? Are you guys like looking to expand? Can anyone join ASB?
Yeah, so I mean, there are certain requirements. I think just like the most important thing is just being a good student on campus. You do need to maintain a certain GPA and like have like good conduct, but I think we're just looking to expand as much as we can and have as many people as we can join. I think getting people from like all aspects of Beverly, like from sports, from different clubs, things like that. I think that can just help us build an environment that's inclusive for everyone.
And lastly, why do you think it's important for Beverly to have an ASB program? And what would you say is like makes it really special to you?
So I think, yes, ASB does plan the events on campus, and yeah, basically that's like our main job. But I think even more than that, it's definitely important for us to like set a positive example for other students. I think in certain ways, ASB members are like role models. So I think just focusing on that and having more people contribute to that is just what we're aiming for overall.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lila.
Thank you for having me.
We're really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the year has in store and all the amazing things you're going to do next year.
It's going to be good. Love you guys.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam reporting live from KBEV 6 on the second floor patio. Right now we're here with
Mr. Roberts.
So Mr. Roberts, what do you teach?
I teach 10th and 11th grade regular English.
So what are some pieces you guys have been reading in your classes?
In 11th grade, it's American literature, so we started with the 1920s and the Great Gatsby, and then we went into the 1930s, the Great Depression, and Of Mice and Men. Now we're reading another Great Depression era play by Tennessee Williams called The Glass Menagerie, and finally we'll read Othello by Shakespeare. And then in 10th grade, it varies, but we started this year with Catcher in the Rye, and then went into Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury, which leads us into Macbeth.
Perfect. And are there any big projects you guys have been working on?
Yes, absolutely. So during our Great Gatsby unit, I have all the students group up about 5 to a group, and they do a huge multimedia project where they're anchors in a news broadcast, and they have an expose on Jay Gatsby, because in the novel he's a very mysterious figure. They have a portion of it be somebody on the scene at one of his crazy parties, and it's really fun. The kids really enjoy it. And then for Catcher in the Rye, the protagonist's name is Holden Caulfield, and I had the students do as if he were either making their hit, like modeling what his social media would be as if he were in this day and age, like on Twitter and TikTok and things of that nature, and then also having them create a 30-song playlist of Holden's.
Wow, perfect. And I also hear that you're the baseball coach. So how's that been?
I am the baseball coach. Go Normans. It's been fantastic. So we're going into our second year, or my second year as the head baseball coach. Last year, we went to the playoffs and we won our very first playoff game. We lost in the second round, but we did win the first round, and it was the first time that Beverly Hills baseball had won in the playoffs in I believe, 16 years. So we're trying to build on that success this year.
Wow, congratulations. And thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I hope you have a great night. Now let's send it back.
Hi, I'm here with
Celine Musazadeh and Alexa Galili.
What grades are you guys in?
We're in 8th grade
Yeah,
right
we're
now.
both in 8th.
At
Okay.
BV.
What has been your favorite memory of being a student at BV?
I think maybe the 7th grade trip where we made a lot of memories and made a lot of new friends and just got to make like really great bonds with people.
Yeah, also the 7th grade trip, we got to meet like new people and we got closer with new people, so that was a fun part of it. And also I love how the middle school right now is everyone combined, so that when we go into high school, we know everyone. And then there's also the upperclassmen that would be like new people to meet.
Yeah.
So
the environment of the school is really great too. Like all the teachers are so supportive, and we have great counselors and vice principals, and our principal's great. So yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys prefer when the school is combined. Like
Yeah.
as the larger little school.
We got to meet a lot of new friends.
It's everyone from all the different schools.
Is there anything in specific you're looking forward to as an incoming freshman at the high school?
I'm looking forward to, again, meeting all the new people and just the high school experience, because I have a brother in 9th grade right now, and he only talks about good things. He says that some of the classes are hard, but for the most part, you get the high school experience, and you're just good from there on out.
I think there's a lot of new opportunities that can be like achieved, or like a lot of new goals that can be achieved by the classes and like clubs in high school, because there's a lot more different, like a variety and different options here than at the middle school.
Are there any extracurriculars that you guys are looking forward to? Any electives?
I would want to take Spanish 3 and preferably honors Spanish 3. And also just the all honors classes and maybe AP Human Geo. And then for sports, I want to do tennis. And
me as well. Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. We're looking forward to getting on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing a course with the teacher.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah. I'd love to get recommended into as many like AP honors classes as I can, and do my best and just enjoy my freshman year.
You guys have a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Great job, guys.
Welcome back to the photo wall. Here I am with Mr. Fetterman, who is the art teacher here at BHHS. So Mr. Fetterman, what does your class offer?
I teach art foundation, beginning animation, beginning graphic design. Was the first year of graphic design, and I also teach the AP 2D art and design classes, AP drawing, and then I have advanced level for animation and an advanced level for graphic design, which is called visual communication design. But I'm only one of the 3 art teachers. We've got other beginning level classes for you incoming freshmen. So we have beginning photography, and then we've got beginning architecture, beginning ceramics, sculpture, And Mr. Briggs teaches photography, and he's amazing. And Mrs. Bronder, who's also amazing, teaches the ceramics class. And there are advanced levels of those too. In fact, all of us also teach an AP 2D Art and Design component, depending on whether you're doing photography. So if you stick around after that 9th grade year and you want to continue in the arts because it looks great on college transcripts, or wherever you're going to go, we have a pathway for that. So, that's kind of in a nutshell what we all do. Yeah.
Thank you for that information. So for open house, how did you prep for it? Did you bring out any of the current students' designs, their projects, and so on?
Yeah, on the tables and on easels in both of my classrooms, I've got examples of what the kids have been doing last semester and then what they are currently working on right now. So art foundations and observational drawing, where they've got objects and a light source that they're trying to recreate on the paper. And then I also have an example of a pretty involved colored pencil portrait where they put themselves into a different environment. And there's some pretty amazing pieces there. For the graphic design classes, I'd ask some of the kids to come in for extra credit to be working so they can show what they're doing because it's digital. I have some of my studio kids that are supposed to be here working. I haven't been to my room in a bit to check to see who's there yet. But yeah, there's some great work on display in the rooms. And I do want to say that what's cool about the animation program now, this year we've been yoking this together with the Santa Monica College's animation class. So if you do animation and take an advanced level of it, not only are you learning the industry standard software for 2D animation, which is Harmony Toon Boom, but you're also going to get dual enrollment credit should you decide to do that. It's totally free as long as you're a student. And you have a copy that you can use at school and at home if your computer will run it. So it's really a great career path and sets you up for success if you're into that field. So. Yeah.
And for incoming freshmen, what should they expect from going into your class?
I think they should expect to have fun and be challenged and to learn new things and to kind of discover a little bit of something that maybe they got a taste of in middle school with Mr. Lisko and the other teachers there, but just kind of expand upon that a little bit more and in depth. They're a lot of fun. They're real world. We've also got, I'm bringing screen printing back for graphic design for the end of the year. So I've got supplies coming in for doing that. So we at least get one color screen prints for shirts and hoodies and things like that. So the kids will design something that they can hopefully get put onto a garment. So yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fetterman. We'll send it back to the live stream. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam reporting live from KBEV 6. We're here on the second floor patio, and right now I'm here with
Jonah,
Ryan,
Aaron,
Eloise.
So guys, you've been looking at the school right now, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Is there anything you've seen that interests you or anything you've heard about?
Probably KBEV. That's pretty cool, and the Hebrew class, and the what's it called? Culinary and the pottery and the fashion.
I for sure want to say KBEV 100%. Some culinary too, and the fashion seems really interesting.
Yeah, I think the cooking classes and the fashion and the KBEV is really interesting.
The fashion class seems really fun and interesting.
That's great. And do you guys like the campus? Like, how do you like the campus so far?
It's really big. Like, I was kind of confused on where to go at first, but like I'm kind of used to it, I guess.
Yeah, same as him. It's a very big campus. Probably going to be easy to get around, but hard to find out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get lost, but like, still nice.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to get lost all the time.
I'm sure you guys will get used to it. And thank you so much for being here with me right now.
Of course.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm the president of MSA, which is both a class and a club. The class is for people in 10th grade and up, and the club freshmen can join, and it's kind of geared for people who have an interest in medicine. And we have events, we have fundraisers that just help the medical field and for anyone who has a passion for medicine. And you should join the club because it's really good for college and can just help you either learn whether you like medicine or whether you don't like medicine, which is both good.
Hi, I'm Nora Nikfarjam reporting live from KBEV 6. We're here on the second floor patio, and right now I'm with
Sabrina Niku.
Remy Javidson.
So guys, what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
I'm also in 10th grade.
How has your Beverly experience been so far?
My Beverly experience has been great. It was hard at first getting used to high school. It's a big change campus-wise and like difficulties of like the tasks and like the classes, but I love it and it's been really great.
Yeah, it's such a fun time here in high school. It's a lot different from middle school, but like you'll enjoy it. You make new friends, and it's like a experience you'll never forget.
Yeah, and do you guys have any advice for the incoming freshmen?
I think something that I wish I knew when I was like an incoming freshman is to take everything slow and like appreciate everything, because you can get really overwhelmed and just be like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why did I take these classes? But like it's all worth it in the end, and you just need to breathe.
Yeah, and you should take the classes you like, because the classes that you want to take, you like it. Those are the classes that you'll do great in and get an A in and succeed in. Yeah.
I definitely agree, and I can see that you guys are both in ASB by the shirts. So can you tell me about your role and what you guys do there?
So I am 10th grade or sophomore class president, and a big thing is we do fundraising to try to raise money for prom for our senior year, and we plan on-campus and off-campus events, and we volunteer at events like this, like at an open house.
Yeah, I'm sophomore class vice president, and we both share like planning fundraisers for school. We listen to advice from our peers, our classmates, our students, and we like take that advice and we try to make us a better school. And yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being with me tonight, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you. Let's send it back.
Left is the Ghirardelli Chocolate Center here. So go ahead and take a look and please you all. I'm going to pull on your mic.
Pistachio gianduja.
Wow.
So chocolate icing sugar and hazelnuts. And then we
Wow.
we make it from scratch. Covered in milk chocolate.
And here we are with seniors, Taylor
and Chloe.
Thank you so much for being here. So you guys, what is Culinary like right now?
Oh, well, she's not, she hasn't been here for a while. Culinary is really fun. It's been a little chaotic because the past month we've had a lot of events, and we're also catering for the formal dance and something else I forgot, but that's important.
That's right. So what has been your favorite dish that you guys made so far?
Probably pea soup. That was pretty good. I made a really good flatbread with braised beef and some pickled onions and barbecue sauce. It was really good.
What kind of advice would you give to incoming freshmen who are interested in to get into Culinary?
If you want to join this class, be serious about it. Don't joke around because someone else could have your spot that wants to be in it.
And also, get through intro. It's annoying to do all the tests and stuff, but listen, it's worth it. And but you also you have to be serious. And also, chef's gonna yell at you if you're not, or he's not gonna yell at you, but he's gonna be disappointed, and that hurts more.
That's way worse.
But yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys. Now let's send it to the sponsor.
This program was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Bossy family. KBEV thanks you for your support.
Welcome back, Normans. Once again, I'm Ricky Lee, the supervising producer here at KBEV. Akira, you've been doing the interview so far. She, by the way, has joined the program as a freshman. I remember the very first day, in fact, that I've spoke with her. I was like, "Are you Akira?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she didn't really want to talk to me since then. I'm just kidding. We're very good friends. So Akira, how does it feel? So you've been both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and at this point, I think you're doing a little bit of everything, which is amazing. Not many students are capable of doing. Now, what was the best experience you've ever had in KBEV Media Center?
So the best experience I probably ever had here was when I did graduation, only because it was probably one of the biggest productions that we've ever done at KBEV. And personally for me, it was a lot of work. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of preparations, but overall I have really good memories about it, and yeah.
Yeah, that yelling was personal. So you know, being involved in this program for 4 years, you've been through the graduation, as you mentioned. You went through all the weekly Norman News episodes. You went through a Norman Update. What would be your favorite regular recurring productions, if you want to choose one?
I guess I'll have to say the Norman News, only because I get to write scripts, and a few years back I got to be behind the camera as floor manager and work with the people in the control room as well as the people on talent, and it was just really nice because it made me feel really independent, and it made me more experienced in the field that I want to pursue in.
Awesome. And let's talk about the friendship and all the friends you've made at KBEV. Do you want to talk about the bond and the team chemistry that you've learned in the media center?
Yeah. So when I first came here, I was new to the district and I didn't know anybody, but being in KBEV really opened a lot of new friendships and relationships for me because I was new and I didn't really know anybody. Ricky here really got me into the class, and he really introduced me to a lot of people, which was really nice for me. And these friendships are everlasting. Like, I sometimes still text like Sophia Beroukhim or whoever else about news and updates that are going on at KBEV, and it's just really great.
Right. Speaking of everlasting, your grades everlast too on your transcripts, and having AP classes on your transcript listed is fantastic for your college admissions and just moving forward in your future. Now, all of our amazing AP teachers are having a wonderful informational session at the very John Trinity Lecture Hall, so we're going to send our camera there to take a sneak peek and hear a little bit more about the AP program. Now, let's send it to the Trinity Hall.
No, he wasn't here. Well, I was gonna move over. Yeah. Good idea.
This program was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Bossy family. KBEV thanks you for your support.
Sorry for the late start. As we're waiting for the AP teachers to finish up, as we're waiting for the AP teachers to start and finish their preparations in the training hall, here we have Colby who is taking a lot of AP classes. So Colby, what AP classes are you taking right now?
I am currently enrolled in AP Statistics, AP Lang, and as well as a few other AP courses, and I'm planning to take 4 next year.
That's really amazing. So what are your preparations right now for the AP test?
I'm planning on studying as well as looking over my notes and paying attention in class because APs are a big deal. It is college credit and you have to take the AP test and you want to score that 5, which is the highest score you can get. So I will be taking AP tests for all the AP classes I am enrolled in because even if you don't do well on the AP test, you don't have to submit it, so colleges won't see it. But it is an opportunity to further your college application.
Thank you so much, Colby. Now let's send it to the training hall.
Conversations that did relate to rigor and what's the magic formula to getting into college. It's do everything all the time and never fail. I'm kidding. It's going to be just fine. I think one of the benefits of Beverly is that you do have the ability to, at the end of your 4 years here, have a transcript that helps you stand out in areas of your specific interest. We have a number of electives, a number of APs and advanced classes for you to be able to choose courses that show off your academic strengths and your interests and start to that college and career readiness and prep towards maybe what you want to major in and what you want to have a career in. So as you meet with your counselors, which are the biggest role in helping you guys with course descriptions in addition to your teachers, understanding when I choose my classes for 9th grade and when I choose my classes for 10th grade, is there an opportunity to take an AP course? Have I been recommended? Is there a prerequisite? Is this something that I can handle in my class load where I can be successful? It's good to challenge yourselves. It's okay if you get a B, you can still get into college. And it's good to take those extra classes, but you want to have a nice healthy balance, and you want it to be in areas that you're interested in. You don't want to just take all the APs for the sake of taking them. You want to be very, pointed in your course selection and your counselor and all of, those are important decisions to make. But you do have a lot of flexibility, so I don't need to ramble on about college. There isn't a magic number of APs that will get you into UCLA. However, each semester, if you can take more rigorous classes and still maintain strong grades, that's a good thing. So if each year you're adding more and you're still able to be okay and sane and participate in other things that extracurricular, that's kind of the balance that you're looking for. So the teachers are here and honestly hearing about the subjects and seeing what resonates with you, see if you're interested in taking that, that's a really great place to start. Our Norman Guide also is phenomenal online. It will give you all this, prereqs and what is the course description. So read and don't be afraid to ask questions. I think that's kind of all I have at this point in time. And should we have teachers? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Goolsby, and I am the computer science teacher. So I teach AP Computer Science Principles, which is based in the Python language, and AP Computer Science A, or the programming class, which is based in the Java language.
Okay, hi there, I'm Mrs. Smith. I'm representing the science department. We have the most fabulous science APs. We have 4 science APs. We have AP Chemistry, AP Physics, AP Bio, and AP Environmental Science. And we just do the best job. And I'll just tell you that this is a great school to take an AP Science, better than a lot of schools, because the AP, the College Board, recommends that for the science classes, which are lab classes, that you get extra meeting days in the week, not just, you don't have like 5 classes, you have a 6 class. So we have a block schedule, so we have these 5 classes in general, but PTSA supports an extra class, so if you take an AP Science, you're going to take your full regular class and have an extra class once a week. So that is fabulous. I've worked at other schools, most schools just ignore that recommendation from the College Board. Our school supports that, and so we have the best program.
Good evening, I'm Mr. Yu. I'm representing the math department. Our school offers 3 AP courses, AP Statistics, I'm the AP Statistics teacher, AP Calculus AP, taught by Miss Riley, and AP Calculus BC, I'm also the BC teacher as well. And nothing is set in stone, but it looks like there's a plan to have also AP Pre-Calculus for the first time next year. So, yeah, that's what we look forward to.
Hi, I'm Barbara Nealis, and I'm representing one of the representatives for the English department. This year I teach AP Literature, which is the senior AP class in the English department. But in past years I've also taught AP Language, which is the junior AP course. The primary difference between the 2 courses is AP Language focuses on nonfiction writing, and so things like articles and opinion pieces, whereas AP Literature is different, and I'll let Dr. Rubenstein go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rubenstein, and I teach both honors, 10th grade honors English, and I see one of my honors English students here, as well as 12th grade AP Literature. And in the English department is a little bit different because we've got advanced classes in 9th and 10th grade that feed into the AP program. But students who are not in the honors classes can take the AP classes in 11th and 12th grade if they should so choose to do so. But it does, the honors classes do provide a good foundation for the AP curriculum that we offer.
Hola, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Senor Lopez, and I'm here to represent the World Languages Department. Like the language, but this is world language. I'm the AP teacher for Spanish. I don't teach AP French, but we also have AP French. And like Rubenstein said, we also have honors classes in our program. And usually honors students are the ones who end up in AP classes. The AP exam, pretty much you have to demonstrate. It has two parts. One of them you have to understand the language. You have to read. You have to listen, and then show that you understand. The second part you have to actually create language. You have to reply to an email from a company. You have to do an essay. You have to do a cultural comparison. But again, we get you ready for it. And anyway, we have a lot of fun, and that way you can go out there and see countries in the world.
Hi, my name is Alice Rowe, and I teach AP and geography. So our department of social studies offers actually a lot of AP courses. We have AP European history, AP US history, AP government. Actually, go over.
Well, I'm Roel, by the way. We do have AP government. I don't teach that. I used to. It's a required class, but of course, it's the AP version. And it's government, American government, and American politics, as well as economics, kind of wrapped up into 1 year. So it kind of it meshes very well together. But what I teach is AP comparative government and politics, which is kind of the same thing, except we don't study the United States. We study 6 countries. That would be Britain, Russia, Mexico, China, Iran, and Nigeria. So that's a pretty heavy list there, considering what's going on. But that actually has one of the easier AP exams. There are 7 free response questions. That sounds horrible, but they're really brief and short. Although I've heard rumors that they're going to change the format in the next years. The other course I teach is AP Psychology, which is a great class. It's an elective, as is comparative government, and that studies all of the various fields, subfields in psychology, including a lot of statistics and a lot of biology and chemistry. Biochemistry. So there's a lot of that, a lot of the science, plus the fun part, which is at the very end of the year when you get to study psychological and mental disorders, which is always the part of the year. And the other AP class in the social studies department that I hope to be teaching is AP Art History. We are hope to be getting it up and running for next year. But that is a great class. I attended a week-long seminar at the Art Institute, not seminary. The Art Institute in Chicago, and it's going to be a great class. It takes a global perspective on art, looking at a variety of art forms like sculpture as well as architecture. Half of the course is studying, ancient cultures, but also non-Western cultures. And then the other half is mostly about Western, going from the Middle Ages to the Renaissance, to the Enlightenment and the modern era. And I think it would be a lot of fun to have kids look at modern art and to ask themselves and answer the question, what's going on here? But anyway, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. And all of your school counselors are here today. We introduced ourselves earlier in the cafeteria. So we're all here to help support and answer questions that you have. And thank you to our teachers for doing an amazing job at that overview. They gave you a pretty intensive overview there of the courses. I know that probably one of your questions is going to be course selection, so your counselors are going to be working really closely with students every year. We help guide you on courses that you're going to take for the next year. Part of that may be AP courses, and you may want to challenge yourself with those. And you've heard a little bit from the teachers about how that works and that you can choose to challenge yourself even if you're not in an AP class this year. You could choose to take it the next year. And that will be based on your performance, your academic performance, recommendations from teachers, and then also working with your counselor and conversations with your counselor, and of course, parent and student conversations at home on how you think you could be best suited for course placement. But I think at this time we want to just open it up for questions.
So what I'll do is I'll take a question and then I'll repeat it on the mic so that everybody can hear it, and then we'll get an answer. If you don't mind, I'd love to ask the first question. Can freshmen take AP classes?
So AP Human Geography is the course that most freshmen, if you want to take an AP, take. It is an elective, so it is open to all grades. The majority of the students that I have are freshmen. I do have a handful of seniors, sprinkles of sophomores and juniors, and the rest of freshmen. So we used to offer honors world history, and it's been replaced with this class. And I will say that this is my favorite class to teach. I think it is just fabulous. It's a good introductory course in that students will find that it's very interdisciplinary. And they'll see connections in other classes, science, psychology. And if you happen to take it as a senior, it's a good culminating class.
I was going to mention that I do have, this year I have about 3 freshmen who are in the APCSA class, the programming class, simply because on their own, they already had experience programming in the Java language. So it is possible, we have a 4-year computer science sequence, but it's not necessarily a sequence. Any of the computer science classes are open to anyone, basically based on your grade and your experience. So if you have some experience in computer science somehow, then it is possible to take one of the APs as a freshman if you so choose.
Okay, in science, there are prerequisites for all the AP sciences. However, the prerequisite for AP Bio is to have, a recommendation, right? And you have to have a recommendation from a bio class, right? So if you're interested, you could take bio in the summer before you come, and then get into AP Bio. That's a possibility. You can do bio in the second year course, right? To get into chemistry, you have to either have had chemistry or AP Bio, which you get by taking bio first. To get into AP chemistry, you can currently enroll in AP Calc. So that's going to be a little bit later in the curriculum. AP Environmental, the prerequisite for that is chemistry. So the place to start, if you really love science, and you should do this because you take all 4 years of science. Did I mention 4 sciences? Yes, you should do this. Totally. Take bio before you come. Start out with AP Bio as a freshman. Go for it.
When do we choose our classes and courses for 9th grade?
So the counseling team is going to be visiting the middle school next Wednesday. So we hope it's for students. It's a presentation for students. And we hope to see all of the students there, and we'll be giving you a lot of that information. But for incoming 9th graders, after the presentation, you will get the information from us on being able to choose your electives. You'll have the choice on that, and you'll be able to rank those, number 1, number 2, number 3 for us, so that we try our very best to get you into one of your top choice electives. For your academic courses, you're going to be placed in those based on your current teacher, that's your 8th grade teachers, recommendation and your performance in those classes. And there's a really pretty standard formula that they have at the middle school for how that placement works, and your teachers can go over all of that with you for your academic courses.
We're coming to see you next Wednesday, February 1st at 8 o'clock. Please be there.
Good question.
How long do you have to take your foreign language classes?
Do you mean before you take AP? Well, To graduate, you have to take 2 years, at least, of the same language. If you take 1 year Spanish 1 and the next year you take French 1, you still don't meet the requirements. It has to be the same language. With 2 years, then you complete the graduation requirements, but usually good colleges, they want to see you 3 or 4 years. Or the same language.
I didn't hear about AP photography and AP music theory. Do those exist for next year, could freshmen take them?
AP photography and AP
Music theory.
do those exist?
I've never heard of AQ, but photography is, I'm not aware of it, but I know that photography is covered in AP art history.
We have beginning photography and advanced photography. There is no AP photography.
Yes, there is.
If there is, then that will be new, newly offered for the first time next school year. And then we do have AP music theory, and I believe, do we have to have prereqs for AP music theory? I don't believe there are any prereqs for AP music theory, if that will be offered next school year.
But we have AP 2D.
Right, but there are prereqs for AP 2D. So typically you have to take 1 or 2 art classes in order to be recognized for that. So you typically would not be taking that as a freshman, probably sophomore.
Yes. Does Beverly have Model United Nations?
Yeah.
Yes. Club. It's more like a club.
Yeah. But we have it, yes.
No, that's science Olivia.
Question, can we talk a little bit about what it takes for a student to do well in an AP class in terms of how much reading is there, how many hours of homework a week, what are the demands of an AP class?
English will take that one. It really depends. Well, first let me just, again, to reiterate what Dr. Rubenstein said. We have a progressive honors AP course sequence in the English department. And obviously the honors courses would have more reading and more writing than would be in a regular course. I always say when you're thinking about your courses, especially honors and AP, make sure, and to reiterate what was said at the beginning, that these are courses that you love, that these are subjects that you love. I once had a student come up to me in AP Lang first day and tell me he hated to read. This is going to be fun for you, because that's almost all we do, all the time. So there is a good deal of reading, a good deal of writing, and of course, the load for that increases from year to year. I would say in general, for AP, it's hard to say as far as pages go, but I'd say probably between 50 to 100 pages a week of reading.
Probably, right. And
maybe more than that, depending on the class.
And in the senior year, it's not uncommon for me to assign a novel that we read over 3 weeks and then we're done. A play over 2 weeks. So the expectations are actually high, and we really encourage all of you to challenge yourselves, but also we want to make sure that you're appropriately placed in the class. And there are 2 parts to appropriate placement, I think. Is one, the love of the subject and the willingness to do the work, to put in the work, and the other is, do you have the foundation to do well in the class? Because what we typically see is we see a lot of students enroll in the challenging classes and then drop them in the first or second week, and it kind of blows up your schedule and is pretty chaotic. So we want to make sure that these classes are right for you before you sign up for them.
And I think teacher recommendations is a big key.
This program was brought to you in part by a generous donation from the Bossy family. KBEV thanks you for your support.
Welcome back, everyone. Today I am here with my co-host Eden and then two of our production members, and we're just going to be talking to you a little bit about what KBEV is and how you can join the class. So I'm just going to start off by talking a little bit about what the class is. So KBEV is Beverly's TV station and everything that goes on in front of the camera and behind the camera. The class is split up into pretty much two segments. You're either on the journalism side of the class or you're on the production side of the class. So there's really everything for you. Doesn't matter if you want to be in front of the camera or behind the camera, there's something for you.
Yeah, so just to add on to what Grace said, this is a class for all grade levels. You can take it as a freshman all the way to senior year. And what we do in the class, we do a lot of writing. We do a lot of behind the scenes, getting to work with the equipment, learning how the whole production starts from A to Z, and there's really a thing for everyone to do. So if you're looking for something to learn more about the media, learn more about your talents, I would definitely recommend trying out KBEV. And now we're going to talk about more of the curriculum and what happens in each level and each period.
Okay, so first, when you audition for KBEV, you get accepted into the intro class. And what the intro class is you getting to know the technical side, like cameras, what a TriCaster is, and if you really want to learn how to be an on-camera talent. So you create shows with your friends. You can do anything you want. The possibilities are endless when they're appropriate. And you just get to know. You get to know Mr. Carey, the media director, and then if you excel in the class and show that you're dedicated and willing to put in the work, then you can go into the advanced class, which is what we do now. So Grace and Ian are on anchor hosts, and then Colby and I are the lead producers for behind the scenes. So what we do is the Norman News, which is a 30-minute news video around the school, talking about world news, international food reviews, anything you want when you're on camera. And then behind the scenes, we do we have our director Colby. He directs. Sarah, she's not here right now, but she does TriCaster, and then I do graphics, and we have Lila. There's floor managers. There's a bunch of positions that are available for everyone. And we also have something called the Norman Update, which is a weekly news just weekly news about the school. It releases every Monday, and we film on Thursdays. And so I'm the script writer, so I write the scripts, and we coordinate with ASB. So every week it's a female and male from ASB and KBEV, and each week it alternates. And yeah, we just film it, and then editors, if you want to edit, there's also positions available for that. And in the intro class, you can learn how to edit as well. And yeah.
Not just those two classes we offer. We offer a lot of different classes, including period 7. So if KBEV doesn't fit with your schedule, we have after-school programs. So our 7th period, known as TV Tech, is where we do all the TV side, whether that's tech troubleshooting or working on our Spectrum cable. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, who might not know, we are simulcasting this current stream to our Spectrum channel. If you live in Beverly Hills, channel 6, that is us, which goes out to over 100,000 homes. So TV Tech, which is 7th period, is where we do all sorts of things surrounding that Spectrum channel. Moving on to period 8, field production. This is a class where we go out in the real world and we shoot field reports, whether that be Albion Street, which is one of our flagship productions where we go out to Albion Street Elementary School, where we go and celebrate the holidays, or whether it's a national event or emergency or even local events. For example, we were just at a few of the mayor's events covering what was going on. And then 9th period, telecommunications, is where we shoot a lot of our live events, similar to this, but exclusively our board meetings. We have every other Tuesday, we shoot a board meeting with the board members, and that is a live stream that goes out again to both YouTube and Spectrum Channel 6.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's send it to another interview.
We actually ran out of all the questions, huh?
What else are we supposed to say?
Yeah, we're still live. Just.
Oh.
Well, actually, I wanted to interrupt a bit, and I wanted to introduce to you, watching from home, to one of the episodes that our introductory students created back in 2019. This was the production that I was personally involved, but this also really shows what KBEV students, especially the ones who just comes in, right after graduating middle school. So freshmen and sophomore, the first year KBEVers produce, and this really showcases some of the talents that you just easily pick up as soon as you join KBEV. So with that being said, we're gonna take to that clip, and after that, we'll be talking about what's right about Beverly, which is our annual projects that we do. And I think that is everything in terms of what we have lined up for tonight. Any last minute comment, thoughts before we take to the boring clips?
Join KBEV. We hope all the freshmen join this class. It's very interesting and find something they're passionate about in high school.
This is the best class on campus. If you don't join this class, you're missing out. Join KBEV.
With that being said,
Enjoy.
we're gonna take to one of the clips. Enjoy. So now we gotta bring everyone in for the outro.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the Roundup. Believe it or not, the final episode of the season. You know, it's been great covering this postseason with you, but we are going to have to end on a bit of a bittersweet note, unfortunately. Both of us being Rams fans, today we will be covering Super Bowl 53. And Arya, you were at this game. I could only imagine the experience of a lifetime to see your team at the Super Bowl. So let's just start off the episode by that. How was attending the game?
Attending the game was an experience I'll remember for the rest of my life, but there's a lot of Patriots fans. Let's just get that straight first of all. It was like 70%, 30% Patriots fans there. They felt like the game was in Foxborough. Like honestly, it was in a Rams home game that they had it set as, but it was a great experience. How was it on TV though?
Well, I was in Phoenix, Arizona doing a college tour, and I was watching it in a sports bar, and not a whole lot of Rams fans, not a whole lot of Patriots fans, but when that happens, that typically means people are rooting against the Patriots, so that was nice in that sense, but still, the whole game, it wasn't the most boring Super Bowl, it wasn't the worst Super Bowl, because there's been blowouts, there's been close games, you know, this was a close game, I mean, and it wasn't boring in that sense, but there just wasn't a whole lot to cheer for. There was one play in the red zone this whole entire game, and it was for the Patriots, and that's really all they needed for the one touchdown scored this game.
How was the bar though? Was it like a lot of Rams or Patriots, or was it just like evenly split?
There's like people wearing the most random jerseys. I saw Broncos, I saw actually multiple Broncos, a lot of Cardinals, but that typically meant, you know, people rooting against the Patriots, even though I imagine some Cardinals fans are a little bit salty with the Rams.
Yeah. It was a cool experience being at the stadium though, because when I walked in, I got there like an hour and a half before the game, so like they had the roof closed, and then right when in pregame they started to open it up for the flyby with the Air Force jets and the national anthem, and then right when the kickoff started, they closed it up, and we were ready to roll for the game. So it was an interesting start. Let's just say that it was like 3-0 Patriots at half. It was one of the first time Rams were shut out under the Sean McVay era, so that was an interesting thing to see.
All right, so let's get straight into talking about this game then. The final score was the Los Angeles Rams 3, New England Patriots 13. This game was the silence of the Rams in that sense. It just wasn't a pretty game. I think the biggest thing that they were missing was Todd Gurley. You know, there was questions going into the game. You know, they kept saying he's fine, it'll be okay, you know, have a game plan ready for him. And that's obviously not the case. There is something wrong with him. He's hurt in some way, and the Rams just didn't want to say it. He got, you know, only a handful of carries this game, and really not having that pressure on the run, it put so much of the pressure onto Goff in the pocket, and he just looked lost, honestly. And it's that big game sense. He'd never done anything like this before. He's a young quarterback, but he just looks scared from the get-go.
Yeah, Todd Gurley carried the ball 10 times, rushed for 35 yards, averaging 3.5 yards a carry, and he only had one really big run, which was for 16 yards. Besides that, though, they really shut him down, and he couldn't really get anything going. And I felt that the Rams didn't really give him an opportunity to get him going. He didn't have enough carries. And Goff was under a lot of pressure. He got sacked 4 times, and that's not the formula for the Rams winning. So that's not the case for the Rams to win.
But speaking of those sacks, if you are a fan of defense, which I'm not, I like to see some points scored, but this was a great game defensively. I think Wade Phillips, the defensive coordinator for the Rams, deserves credit in holding one of the greatest franchises of all time, one of the best teams, to just 13 points in a Super Bowl. That's something that should be said. In the same way with the Patriots, just being able to shut down the Rams' run game and get to Goff in that sense and make him look scared in the pocket and make him throw some questionable passes. Great on both sides for defensively.
Yeah, Rams got the early interception off of the tip ball from Colby Gilardian, and that floated into Corey Littleton's hands. That was a big break for the Rams, but they ultimately couldn't do anything off of that. And then Stephon Gilmore's game-winning interception for the Patriots that set up their win. So you can't complain if you're a Patriots fan.
But typically for recaps like this, we do show highlights. But really, the play of this game was a 65-yard punt by Johnny Hekker, which did break a Super Bowl record.
64 yards, yeah.
But not a whole lot went on. Sony Michel did have the one touchdown for the Patriots, but that was set up actually by a nice catch by Gronk, who took some shots but kept playing in what was probably going to be his last game.
This season, it was really quiet. Everybody had questions for Gronk if he was going to return or not, but clearly he played fine in the Super Bowl like the old Gronk, and he dominated the game. But as well, Julian Edelman played really great, 141 yards, and he got the MVP, so he put on a show.
So, moving out to the outside of the Super Bowl, this Super Bowl 53 did have 98.2 million viewers, which is the lowest in just over a decade, which is most likely, number one, because the city of New Orleans was boycotting the entire Super Bowl. I just think it was an excuse for them to drink, but they were all out in the streets protesting the Super Bowl because of the controversy that had happened 2 weeks ago with that no call. Then also, it just wasn't super exciting. I can kind of understand, even at the bar, I saw some people leaving early just because, either to beat the crowd, it wasn't a whole lot going on. Even though, at least this game was still close. Got to reiterate that. It was a one-possession game pretty much until the end.
It was anybody's game, to be honest. It was 3-3 until Patriots made it 10-3 and then ultimately 13-3 with the game-winning field goal that gave Rams really no hope to win the game. But I'm talking about the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was packed, and outside of the streets were even more packed. There was literally fans in the streets, just running across the streets, causing so much traffic. Like in a 2-mile radius around the stadium, it was just packed. Like there was no way moving out of the stadium. Like it'll take a while to get in. Let's just say that it took a while to get in.
So, after this game, a lot of Rams players and fans were upset because it was a very disappointing showing. Goff said a lot of that was on him. McVay said a lot of that was on him because he honestly got outcoached. I think the Rams did, besides Wade Phillips. And I think the biggest thing is earlier this season, the Bears really exposed the Rams' weaknesses, and Belichick saw that, I imagine, just for 2 weeks straight. He was watching tape. And, just getting the run game and getting to that pocket and scaring Goff, that's what you need to do. And they really shut down the receivers as well.
Yeah, I think the experience factor played a big role as for coaching and as the quarterback for Jared Goff. Just Brady and Belichick are so used to this. They have a lot of experience at being at the Super Bowl. This is Jared Goff and Sean McVay's first Super Bowl. Jared Goff's only 24 and McVay is 33. And Belichick 66. That's like double McVay's age. So
yeah, but in that sense, I do think Rams fans should be staying optimistic for the future. This isn't going to be their last chance to win a Super Bowl.
The future's bright, man. The future's bright for the Rams.
Absolutely. They got a young quarterback, young, incredible head coach still, even though he did see some weaknesses today, or on Sunday, excuse me. And really, you should be optimistic for the future if you're a Rams fan. New England dynasty is dying. I'm afraid to say that because we all thought it was dying going into the season.
Yeah, in the beginning of the season, they started off 1-2, and then look what happened now.
They won the Super Bowl, and their 5 losses during the regular season all came to teams that didn't even make the postseason. This definitely wasn't
Miami Miracle,
exactly
that lost them a game.
This wasn't the most talented Patriots team we've seen, and they still managed to do it. But I think Gronk's going to retire after this year. Brady's getting super old, 41.
He has a goal to 45. We don't know. Maybe he can make it.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm not counting anything out at this point.
Yeah, so thank you for watching the Roundup. We'll see you next season. We're out.
What's right about Beverly are the unique classes. What's right about Beverly is all of the amazing staff and all the support they give you and all the classes that you can take when you're here.
What's right about Beverly are the sports teams.
What's right about Beverly is the amazing relationship you make with friends. What's right about Beverly is the KBEV classroom and the opportunities that it opens up for you.
What's right about Beverly is the Medical Science Academy program.
MSA.
MSA.
Lashonda.
Our school spirit.
What's right about Beverly is the KBEV program and the wonderful friends I've made along the way.
What's right about Beverly is the community we have.
All the opportunities we have.
Wonderful parking solutions that they offer.
What's right about Beverly is Mr. Briggs' class and all the memories I made being in this class freshman year and sophomore year.
What's right about Beverly is KBEV.
Ce qui est génial par rapport à Beverly, c'est que il y a KBEV.
KBEV, I've met so many amazing people here and I love this class.
What's right about Beverly is the education system.
A large selection of classes.
What's right about Beverly is constantly being surrounded by good friends.
Having a place for everyone to feel comfortable.
Thank you so much for joining us for KBEV's 54th annual open house live stream.
I think it was the best one yet. Students and parents got to get a view of all the programs and electives we offer, and many people came to tour the KBEV studios.
I just wanted to invite all of our behind-the-scenes crew up over here and say a special thank you to everyone for all of the hard work that you guys put into making today run smoothly. We really appreciate it, and we couldn't have done everything without you guys.
Yeah, this whole production wouldn't be possible, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys for being the hosts.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching 54th Annual Beverly Hills High School Open House.
We will see you next year.
Yeah.